Hi there, this is Nick Dutch, insomniac extraordinaire. Yeah, I can't sleep. I don't know, it just happens once in a while, you know. Maybe it's like financial stress is weighing upon my head right now, you know. It was like my main agency, Keen.com, that I've been working for a while, just hasn't paid me yet. There's like nearly £1,000 out, sorry, over £1,000 sterling outstanding. And I just gotta wait patiently. Of course, I'm outside of the USA, so I can't really do all that much legal to try and catch the bastards out. But you know, and there's lots of other people outside of the USA who haven't been paid by them either, and so we're rather worried about their cash flow and so on and so forth. Anyway, that's another issue. Getting on about me talking about what I normally talk about. What am I talking about? Nick, stop doing videos at fucking 2 in the morning. Jesus. Oh my god. There is an argument to say that faith can explain some things which science cannot. The biggest problem with that argument, the way I see it at the moment, okay, remember it's 2 in the morning. I see things a bit funny at 2 in the morning, okay, but I'm probably right, is that faith has been contorted by people who have their own agenda and own things they want to be able to create in the world, which could be on the stage of international politics, uh, or a question of just like too much money grabbing bullshit. Hmm? I mean, forgive me for I have sinned, you know. Out of curiosity, I turned on that fucking God.tv channel. And they had some public speaker on suggesting uh, that same lie which the pagans used to justify their faith about Easter. Okay. But they were using it to say that, oh my word, the devil is being controlled in Christianity. We should go back to the traditional Jewish Passover within Christianity. But it's based upon the same factual inaccuracy, alright? Because, and this is pointing out by Tannhaus, and I do regard Tannhaus as being quite an authoritative source when it comes to the history of religion. Alright? I mean, I could be wrong here. I could be wrong because he could be wrong, or he could have read a source wrong, okay? But if it is true that the one and only historical source that people carry on quoting as to why Easter got its name, namely a connection to an alleged pagan deity, if that is bogus, alright, then both the pagans who say that, you know, we are the genuine ones, or like all the Christians who say, oh my god, pagans have taken over Christianity, we must revert back to traditional old-fashioned Judaism, and try our hardest to obey the versions of the 613 commandments that we feel more comfortable obeying, which might be for various political and whatever reasons, including homophobia, racism, bigotry, um, young earth creationism, or just not liking the idea that their 15-year-old children are masturbating, or various other reasons. Hmm? And trying to say that, oh no, it's the devil which is perverting Christianity, and we got evidence because of this whole Easter thing, when in fact we should be doing a proper Jewish Passover, the proper meaning of which they would never ever understand anyway, because their only source of education is public speakers on God.tv. And they're not actually even using different sources, even YouTube, right? As a means of getting different people's opinions as to what something could actually mean, or where some real information actually comes from. I mean, yeah, YouTube is not the best source in the world. It certainly is not. There's tons of horseshit on YouTube, don't get me wrong. But there are different opinions, and that can give you a different perspective, which can basically create I would say a bit more possible depth of understanding, possible depth of interpretation, and so on and so forth. All right, but channels like that, it's predictable. Okay, it's always the same. It's always the same kind of message. Hmm? I mean, people who are into that particular fundamentalist, literalist, slightly to the right of center, let's interfere with Middle Eastern politics kind of attitude, when they watch that channel, that's what they're going to see. Because it's there. You know, it's just there. And I suppose the people who are into that sort of thing, they don't want to look outside of it. You know? It's like when you've finally settled on an author you like, maybe you want to read more of their stuff. Okay? But when it's connected, when the whole thing is connected more to identity, the issue gets more complex. Because it becomes a, this is what I am, yes. You know, this is what I am, yes. Which is a load of bollocks, really. Because, you know, identity can manipulate people a lot. And identity, when taken to extremes, and if you're perpetually watching that kind of crap, it can be taken to extremes because you're perpetually absorbing it, like that time when I also had insomnia. And I ended up, and I got very ill. Like, I was very physically ill. I was working too hard. I was doing like 3 or 4 days, you know, straight awake. And I went slightly mad because I started watching the Alex Jones channel, and it sort of became a bit of a, you know, a bit of a head fuck. And I get the feeling that that's the kind of thing which happens to some people when they watch that kind of crap. But it's being given this label of safety because it is, in inverted commas, I like doing that. It's like I'm tickling the chin of a little dwarf, you know. At least I hope that's his chin. Anyway, what was I saying? I got distracted myself. Alright, so yeah, I mean, it seems safe because it's under the name of Christian. But they don't know, or don't seem to have thought, that there's no such thing as Christian. Or, you know, the Christianity does not exist. There are Christianities, namely different forms of political denomination which come under that particular, you know, umbrella term. And some of them just go pretty fucking mental. And some of them are stupid. Some of them are just like so really, really, really fucking mental and undesirable. Sorry, I nearly put the fingers that were stroking that gnome's arse in my eye. You think to yourself, like, what the fuck? You know? Humans are supposed to have evolved. It's the 21st century. What about progress? You know? And then, of course, you realize there's no such thing as we, is there? Okay? It's not a question of haven't we got beyond that, you know? Because the we in question, who is that? Is that people like you, you know? People like you of your own class and your own culture and your own background who happen to look a lot like you when you look in the mirror? Are you actually talking about yourself, basically, all right, when you say we? There is no we. There's always like different people who are in various shades of fuck up, really. You know, I mean, that's what we can be as humans. Various shades of fuck up. I gotta seriously get more sleep. I mean, I'm so talking crap today. Oh God Almighty. But not until I've uploaded this, I might make somebody smile at least.